Hello, I'm David Deane-Spread, Founder and Chief Education Officer of Metitude, an Australian consulting, training and coaching service. Why is it that there is a huge amount of evidence of individuals who make amazing changes, surmounting massive obstacles to live the life of their dreams? For instance, people who have been told they would never walk, winning gold medals at the Olympic. A 24-year-old morbidly obese man weighing 214 kilograms, dropping nearly half of his body weight in the space of 3 to 4 months. And yet, when you look at the track record of organisations and businesses that try to achieve change or improvement, the figures are globally woeful, with a massive 70% failure rate. Why is there such a difference? The difference is this: in the organisation, the planning for the changes is last minute, 11th hour, and then forced and rushed. The communication gap between the people who think about and create the changes desired and then the people who have to actually implement it and do it is too big a gap. Most of the changes organisations try and make are based around actions alone, without making them dependent and linked to results. And we know through statistical research that results-based focus creates the best change. And finally, the cultural resistance. Unless the people behave in a different way to accommodate the changes, there will be no change. These 4 factors that I've just been talking about are symptoms of the quality of workplace attitudes and leadership behaviour. Let's be very clear about this. Firstly, the organisation's culture is the sum of the individual's attitudes and behaviour, including leadership behaviour. And the link between workplace attitudes and leadership behaviour is profound. Now, to improve workplace attitudes and behaviours requires the individuals to change their attitudes and their behaviours. And here's the most poignant point, and that is for people to change their own attitudes and their own behaviours, they have to change their personal beliefs. You see, beliefs are the primary drivers of all attitudes and all behaviours, including leadership behaviour. And also, beliefs are held in the person's subconscious mind and not a part of their cognitive and conscious thinking. The best training delivers cognitive insight and acceptance of the changes desired, whereas the best coaching delivers belief alignment and then aligned behaviours. Here are organisational issues around this topic that need to be addressed. Firstly, the initial personnel selection process does not effectively consider personal beliefs. And secondly, most training is around compliance of action. Most leadership and management is focused around policy, process and other compliance issues. Leadership development is most often a post-promotion event where the leader was originally chosen because he or she was technically or operationally proficient and not necessarily proficient in people skills. And people skills is the most important asset a leader can have. Personal development in the organisation is most often seen as a personal issue and not the responsibility of the organisation. Personal development as a topic is often met with cynicism, possibly because most of us have had difficulty with it and the results haven't always been lasting. What most people have failed to understand is that the effect and benefit of personal development depends largely on the individual's ability to improve their belief system. There is almost no recognition in the organisation that people's personal beliefs influence their behaviour more than anything else. And they still rely on the old policy manual belief. It's in the policy, therefore they will do it. And there is little understanding in the organisation about the methods and techniques that we can use to help people improve their belief system. Most organisational development focuses on structure and processes where one size fits all. Performance management, KPIs and KRAs do not consider the impact of personal beliefs on performance. However, there is a solution to all of these issues. Firstly, we need to ensure that the selection process is able to consider personal beliefs. And that means that we have to engage with the candidate to help them understand what their core beliefs are and where there may be some improvements warranted. And we need to understand that if there are skills that the candidate has that we want, and yet there are some conflicting beliefs, there are remedies available. All leaders and managers need to know how to coach for belief improvement. This is a core skill and is totally unavoidable. Leaders and managers can easily train for effective leadership behaviour, which of course includes coaching and attitudinal competence. All staff can be easily trained in attitudinal competence, which also embraces personal belief improvement. The enterprise must measure the impact of personal beliefs on performance, and also the return on investment on improving individual beliefs. And I assert that effective personal development is the best paradigm for both organisational development and business development. Now, the bulk of organisations will stay with the status quo. Will you succumb to the status quo?